Hello, welcome to a new broadcast on your TV. Today is September 8th. I'm Alpha. And let's start with the headlines of this week. Chinese Premier Li Qiang on Wednesday called for Asia countries, including members of Association of Southeast Asian Nations, China, Japan, and Republic of Korea, to focus on the overall interest of Asia's peaceful development. The Premier said that the ASEAN Plus 3 cooperation mechanism has undergone numerous crises and tests in the past 20 years, but it has played an important role in promoting regional development and prosperity. The more difficult it is, the more we need to seek solidarity and cooperation. We hope that all parties will support Hong Kong's accession to the RCEP as one of the first new members, he added. The Premier also emphasized the need to leverage the strength of geographical proximity and economic complementarity to optimize and upgrade industrial and supply chains in the region. The leaders of ASEAN countries attended the meeting highly praised the achievements of ASEAN-China cooperation, saying that comprehensive strategic partnership between ASEAN and China has brought great benefits to the people of the region and promoted regional peace, development, and stability. ASEAN countries welcome the progress made in formulating the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea and look forward to the early conclusion of the negotiations on upgrading the ASEAN-China Free Trade Agreement, they added. U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday took shoot at his likely 2024 rival, Donald Trump, in Labor Day speech amid shoring up support in Pennsylvania, a state he needs to win next year to return the White House. A self-described champion of labor unions, Biden addressed union workers in Philadelphia as he sought to explain his economic policies to a public worry about the economy despite easing inflation and low unemployment levels. It was that long ago we were losing jobs in this country, Biden said ahead of the parade making the U.S. Labor Day holiday. In fact, the guy who held this job before me was just one of 2 presidents in history who left office with fewer jobs in America than when he got elected. U.S. unemployment fell after Trump took office as president in January 2017, and the jobs market saw robust growth during much of his administration. But unemployment rose sharply toward the end of Trump's term in the pandemic-driven economic downturn. Economic issues are likely to play a critical role in the 2024 presidential race, a likely rematch between Biden, a Democrat, and Republican former President Trump. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Monday that Moscow would return to Black Sea Grand Deal as soon as its requirements are met. We will be ready to refine the Grand Deal, and we will do this as soon as all restrictions on the export of Russian agricultural products are lifted, Putin said at a press conference following talks with his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan in the Russian city of Sochi. Putin said that Russian grain harvest could reach 130 million tons this year, and the country's export potential would remain at 60 million tons. He said that Moscow is not opposed to Grand Deal, but wants Ukraine against using grain export corridors for military purposes. He also said that Russia, Turkey, and Qatar would work jointly to deliver 1 million tons of Russian grain to countries in need. Erdogan noted that Turkey had been working on a new package of proposal together with the United Nations. He expressed confidence that the proposal would help to resume the deal as soon as possible. The South African Parliament has said it will conduct an investigation into the deadly Johannesburg fire. The fire that engulfed a 5-story building in Johannesburg CBD early Thursday morning has left at least 77 people dead and dozens more injured. According to a statement, the core of the envisaged assessment is to look at the current state of the so-called hijacked buildings, like the one in the Johannesburg fire. Old blocks, abandoned by their owners or city authorities, are full of families who have been paying rent to criminal gangs who run them. Furthermore, the Parliament statement said the assigned committees will also investigate the conditions of both private and government-owned buildings, focus on their compliance with safety regulations. Mexico's Supreme Court on Wednesday struck down a federal law criminalizing abortion, reaffirming an early run-in that criminal penalties for abortion were unconstitutional and allowing the federal health care system to provide services. Mexico's highest court, which consisted of 11 justices, declared that criminal penalties for abortion were unconstitutional in 2021, but the ruling only applied to the northern state of Coahuila, where the case originated. Wednesday's ruling will increase abortion access throughout Mexico, marking a major victory for abortion rights advocates in the predominantly Roman Catholic country. The court sided with GIRE in a challenge to federal penal code and declared that the decision of national law that criminalized abortion could no longer take effect. Let's get to some news flashes. African heads of state and government on Tuesday relied in the continent and a pact that seeks to address forced migration linked to climate emergencies was signed. William Ruto, Kenya's president and chairman of the African Union's Committee of 10 Africa leaders on climate change, said tackling climate change will produce a solution to manage the crisis that has currently gripped Africa. 6 soldiers were charged on Tuesday for their involvement in the killing of 56 people during an army crackdown on anti-UN demonstrations in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo last week. The group, which includes a colonel and a lieutenant colonel from the Republican Guard, is being prosecuted for crimes against humanity by murder, malicious destruction, and inciting soldiers to commit acts contrary to duty or discipline. A former leader of right-wing Proud Boys group, Enrique Tarrio, was sentenced to 22 years in prison on Tuesday for his role in the January 6, 2021 attacking on the U.S. Capitol, the longest sentence so far in the case. The U.S. District Judge imposed this sentence on Tarrio, 39, of Miami, for his role in the riots by then-President Donald Trump's supporters. The Russia-Ukraine conflict contributed to a rise last year in the number of casualties around the world attributed to cluster bombs, according to a report from a cluster munition coalition. The international watchdog said the number of casualties caused by the ordnance was the largest since it began its annual report in 2010. Special Counsel David Wines plans to ask a grand jury to indict Hunter Biden, the son of U.S. President Joe Biden, if gun charges by the end of this month, the U.S. Justice Department said Wednesday. The Speedy Trial Act requires that the government obtain the return of an indictment by a grand jury by Friday, September 29, 2023, at the earliest, the Office of Wines said in a court filing. Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited opened its new office in London, further extending its international reach and enable a deeper connection with global investors. The new office in the heart of the British capital's financial district will focus on promoting the attractiveness of HKEX International Equities franchise, its exclusive connectivity with Chinese mainland's capital markets, and its derivatives product suite, according to a statement released by the operator of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. That's it for today's radio broadcast. Thanks for watching. You can get access to more instant news on our website, WeChat public account or apps. I'm Alpha. Bye for now.
Terrible. Right now, we are facing a poaching crisis like never before. Hundreds of rhinos dying, and people too. So please, ask our leaders to do more to fight wildlife crime. We don't want your money, we want your voice. Because poaching steals from us all.